everyone, my name is Lisa. I'm a dietitian. Welcome to your first nutrition chapter of your onboarding process. Today we are going to discuss about the most common question that we get from people who just started off their fitness journey, which is when and what should you eat before and after workout to maximize your fitness performance and your fitness outcome. So we'll talk about before workout first, or we call it as pre-workout meals. The first part of the question is when should you eat before a workout? The general recommendation will be at least 1 to 3 hours before your workout. You want to avoid eating food at the time that is shorter than that because you want to minimize the food that stays in your stomach during your exercise. When you're exercising, your body will prioritize on the muscle tissues that you're working on that time. For example, when you're working out on your upper body part, so your blood flow will actually mainly focus on your upper body muscle tissues because your body want to carry enough oxygen for the muscle tissues so that they can generate and attain as much energy as possible. At this time, the digestion process is no longer a priority. The blood flow to your gut will be very little, and if that time you still have a lot of food left in your stomach, the digestion process slows down, and this is the time that you start to feel unwell. You may feel the sensation of feeling like vomiting, bloating, indigestion, acid reflux, and even dizziness, and this will actually affect your fitness performance. To avoid this problem, eat at least 1 hour before your workout. Okay? And the second part of the question is what should you eat before your workout? The main purpose of us to have a pre-workout meal is to have enough supply of energy throughout the exercise. So the best source of energy will be from carbohydrate instead of protein and fat. And even the energy storage that is in our muscle tissues is in carbohydrate form. So you have to incorporate carbohydrate in your pre-workout meals regardless what time you have your pre-workout meals. Okay? So of course on top of carbohydrate, you can also eat together with other food like protein food or healthy fat. It's just that carbohydrate is a must. Anyway, there are two things that you need to take note of, which is fat and fiber. Let's say now you want to have a slice of bread as a pre-workout meal, which is a very good source of carbohydrate, and they make a very good pre-workout meal. But it's just that the question is whether should you go for wholemeal bread or white bread. We know that wholemeal bread has higher fiber content compared to white bread. Okay, but the problem is fiber and fat take at least 3 hours to be fully digested. So if you are eating 3 hours before the workout, yes, you can go for wholemeal bread. But if you are eating 1 hour before your workout, then you need to go for white bread already. Similarly, if you want to eat things like salads, vegetables, or brown rice, then it has to be 3 hours before your workout. Same goes with fat. If you want to spread your bread with peanut butter, or you want to eat things like fried rice, fried noodles, chicken curry, or a slice of butter cake, then it has to be 3 hours before your workout. Okay? But now another question is, what if you don't have time to eat a few hours before your workout? What if you only have time to eat about 15 to 30 minutes before your exercise? So in this case, you may want to consider taking liquid form of carbohydrate from packet drinks, from isotonic drinks, or fruit juice without pulp, because liquid form of carbohydrate takes the least time to be digested. Okay. Anyway, bear in mind that the things that I mentioned just now are all just based on very general recommendation. Some people, they have a very good digestion, they tolerate very well by eating solid food before workout, and they don't face any problem during the exercise. Okay, I think the most common pre-workout meal suggestion that you heard somewhere will be a piece of banana, or a piece of bun, or a cup of yogurt. But this doesn't apply to people with poor digestion. So end of the day, I strongly advise you to trial and error and see how your body reacts differently to different type of food and different meal timing. Okay, now we are done with pre-workout meals. Let's talk about post-workout meals or after workout. The purpose of us to have a post-workout meal, firstly, is to replenish back the water that we have lost during the exercise. Secondly, is to replace back the energy storage in our muscles that has been finished up during the workout. And thirdly is to supply our body with enough protein to help the muscle rebuilding process, because you may have broken down some amount of muscles during the workout. Okay, so when we talk about hydration, it is advisable for you to drink water in the middle of the workout and also right after your workout. Okay, the amount of water that you need to drink, actually there's no any fixed guideline because it varies from person to person. Some people they sweat very little, some people they sweat a lot. Okay, but generally it is recommended that you drink at least 1 glass of water in the middle of the workout and 2 glasses of water right after the workout. But bear in mind that what I mean is you need to drink, but I don't mean that you need to finish that whole glass of water at one time. Remember I mentioned to you just now, during your exercise, your blood flow will actually prioritize on the muscle tissues instead of other organs, including your kidney. So you may not want to load your kidney with so much water at one time and give so much burden to your kidney. Take your time to finish that 2 glasses of water within an hour after your workout. Okay? So this is about water intake. How about the post-workout food? So when we talk about replenishing the energy storage in your muscles, it will be carbohydrate. When we talk about helping your muscle to rebuild, it will be protein. So both carbohydrate and protein will be a must to incorporate in the post-workout meal. So regarding what time should you have a post-workout meal, again there's also no any fixed guideline on this. Some says it has to be within an hour, some says it has to be 3 to 4 hours. Some says that actually the muscle rebuilding process can last up to 24 to 48 hours after your resistance exercise. So to me, when it comes to this question, right, I don't have a fixed answer for this. I think it's up to your preference. I think as long as you eat good amount of carbohydrate and protein after your workout without leaving your stomach empty, is good enough already. Okay, so that's about pre-workout and post-workout meal. I hope you get some information from this chapter, and we'll see you in your next chapter. Bye.